Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Michael, and I'm here with the next episode of Hardware Business. I received some comments from my followers, some people asking me to briefly talk about hardware business. So if you are one of those people who are so much interested in doing hardware, I would like to tell you one thing. In fact, if you are interested in doing any business in life, you should go into business knowing one thing, that 99% of people do businesses that exist. Even you might find it exists in a place where you want to do your business from. So what is going to make you survive in that business is your uniqueness. How are you going to handle customers? How are you going to sell your things? Which business tactics, which business strategies, which systems do you use in your business? So uniqueness is going to give you an upper hand of striving in your business field. But you're not just going to go anywhere and say, I'm going to enjoy monopoly powers. Where I am, no one is there. I assure you, even if a business that you're going to start today doesn't exist in the area where you are, immediately when you start that business, a lot more people are also seeing you. A lot more people will also think about starting the same business, because sometimes we see opportunities in the face or in actions of other people. So now, if you're among those people who are planning to start hardware business, in fact, you should target a growing town and developing areas. Yes, in the whole world, in all places, you cannot go in a place and you don't find people doing construction. And hardware does not necessarily mean that you need to deal in construction things. There are a lot of things that are embedded in the hardware business. But being so specific and selective in the things that you have to include in your hardware is so important, because there are other things that someone cannot avoid. There are those things that someone cannot go without when maybe doing construction. And there are those things that are optional. Someone can choose to use them or opt for something else, or even forego them, and his work will continue. So there are some other things that are of a certain grade. You'll find you're putting a certain type of paint in your hardware, and people in your area cannot afford the prices. You will find you're putting certain types of iron sheets in your hardware, but people in your places cannot afford to buy them. So it is so important to know the nature of your customers, to know the income of the people that you are in, to know the rate at which people are doing construction or how the place is developing. However, hardwares nowadays, I want to assure you that they are reaching deep in villages. Because of avoiding costs of transport and everything, people have decided to bring services nearer to the people. So you move deep in the village and you'll find there a hardware. It means that construction is not entirely just based in towns or big towns or cities. Even in villages, people are doing construction. It means that hardware business strategically positioned and focused on those things, fast moving goods or things, will help you succeed. For example, there's no one who can do construction without using nails. There's no one who can do construction of a permanent house without using cement at all. So you can see now, starting your hardware business will require you to have nails, cement, iron sheet, iron bars, and a lot more commonly used stuff. Don't jump into so much expensive things. Don't jump into the things that are not asked frequently by your customers when you're starting a hardware business, because it takes time for a customer to come back. Because I will give an example. If I'm doing construction right now, I will not go back to buy things, a lot more cement, a lot more other things when I'm done with my work. Of course, you'll get a new customer. It means in hardware, you are most likely going to get new customers for a given period of time. So it might be hard for you to retain customers unless you are doing or working with engineers to create for you referral, or if they are the ones who have contracts even and buy from you. So when you are doing a hardware business, you positioning yourself or locating yourself in a place that is accessible and in a developing town is very, very important. For the beginning, don't jump into deep in the village where the place is difficult to be accessed. As you are all aware, customers' mindset, they think that people who sell in small quantities sell at a higher price. So they will prefer to go to people who have bulk, even though they are selling on the same price as you do. Well, thank you so much for watching. And if you are my returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing for more interesting videos like this. Jump into hardware business. I believe it doesn't require so much. You need roughly at least 15 million Uganda shillings. You can start a small hardware with specific products like cement, iron bars, pipes, and iron sheets. A few more things. With 15 million, you can start including your rent.